Hi guys, this is part 2 of pharyngitis, which is bacterial pharyngitis. Now, about 30% of cases of pharyngitis due to bacteria. Now, bacterial pharyngitis is divided into two parts. Group A, beta hemolytic streptococcal induced pharyngitis, and non group A beta hemolytic streptococci induced pharyngitis. So GABHS and non-GABHS. Now GABHS bacterial pharyngitis. The streptococci is commonest cause of bacterial pharyngitis. Incubation period is about 1 to 5 days. MCQ. It is contagious and spread by respiratory secretion by close contacts. More than 120 M protein type of GABHS has been isolated. M protein 1, 3, 5, 6, 18, 19, 24 are associated with rheumatic fever. 1, 3, 5, 6, 18, 19, 24 are associated with rheumatic fever. 49, 55, 57 are associated with pyoderma and acute post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis. So, around 50 having post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis and below 20, 1, 3, 5, 6, 18, 19, 24 associated with rheumatic fever. Now, clinically, the classical history of sore throat, fever, chills, malaise, headache, anorexia, abdominal pains, as well as history of exposure to known carrier of streptococci are characteristic of this bacterial pharyngitis. But all features are rarely seen in typical presentations. Now you can identify how to identify viral pharyngitis with bacterial pharyngitis. Now, bacterial pharyngitis having pharyngeal edema, enlarged tonsil, tonsillar crufts containing necrotic or purulent exudates, fever, cervical lymphadenopathy, and exposure of 5 to 15 year of age children, sometimes having scarlet fever, like pharyngitis with punctate erythematous papules. And viral pharyngitis classical having conjunctivitis, sneezing, rhinorrhea history like common cold, cough, diarrhea, exanthemus, and papillovesicular rashes over the body. So this suggestive of mainly cough. If sore throat with dry cough suggestive of viral pharyngitis without any doubt. For sign guideline for GABHS is this sign is having Scottish Intercollegiate Guideline Network. Recommended that Centaur criteria, Centaur clinical prediction score for bacterial pharyngitis. If Centaur score point about 1 is like 1 tonsillar exudate, tender anterior cervical lymph node, fever more than 38.5 degrees centigrade, and absence of cough. Having each 1 point is these 4 symptoms classically suggest the bacterial pharyngitis. Again, this Centaur criteria, McIsaac et al. Introduced modified Centaur criteria in which age also added. Like if patient having 3 to 14 year of age, then +1 is added. Between 15 to 44 year of age, there is no add of any point. And more than 45, there should be -1 point in these 4 points criteria. If likelihood of bacterial pharyngitis, if more than 4 points are present, there is 70% chances of bacterial pharyngitis. This score is not validated for the children below 3 years of age. This Centaur or modified Centaur criteria are not valid below 3 years of age. Now guideline for management. If According to these score 5 points. If low risk, one point is suggestive of no antibiotic. It's viral, maybe viral pharyngitis. Moderate, if a score is 2 to 3, then throat culture should be sent and antibiotic according to throat culture should be given. High risk cases 4 to 5, rapid testing and culture and immediate empirical treatment of streptococci should be initiated. So center and modified centro criteria having 5 points. So you have to calculate these points, like 1 point is tonsillar exudates, second point is tender cervical lymph node, fever and absence of cough. These are 4 points. And age, this age criteria 3 to 4, then 1 point should be added. 15 to 44, no points should be added, and more than 45, negative -1 should be done in this 4-point criteria. So according to that, we have divided the low risk, moderate risk and high risk. 1 point is low risk, moderate risk is 2 to 3, and high risk of streptococcal infection if 5 points should be found in any patient. Investigations like limited value leukocytosis suggestive of bacterial infection. According to US and French guidelines, microbiological confirmation of GABHS required and rapid antigen testing or throat culture should be routinely performed. Rapid antigen detection test with Centaur score more than 2 suggestive of GABHS in adult. Rapid antigen detection test, however, is not sensitive for group C and G streptococci or other bacterial pathogens. Throat culture is gold standard for the diagnosis of GABHS, but throat swabs should not routinely be carried out in the sore throat. Treatment usually self-limiting 5 to 7 days. Symptomatic treatment like paracetamol and NSAID should be given according to mild, moderate or severe pain. If it is mild, moderate, you can give paracetamol. If severe sore throat, you can give brufen, ibuprofen, NSAIDs. Topical analgesic like chlorhexidine gluconate and benzdiazepine mouth gargle should be added. Now recently corticosteroid single dose of oral like methylprednisolone 16 mg state or intramuscular dexamethasone with antibiotic in adults should be given. We will find complete resolution of symptom like sore throat within 24 hours. So single dose of corticosteroids can be added in streptococcal pharyngitis. Antibiotics mainly penicillin V 500 mg QID dosage can be given. If patient allergic to penicillin, you can give cephalosporin like Lexian cefadroxil, or you can give macrolide like azithromycin or clarithromycin can be used. Now complication of streptococcal pharyngitis. Suppuratives are peritonsillar abscess like quinsy. It is also called quinsy. Parapharyngeal abscess, retropharyngeal abscess, mediastinitis and necrotizing fasciitis due to Fusobacterium necrophorum. Non-suppurative like rheumatic fever. If you see post-streptococcal rheumatic fever is common after 1 week, sometime may be found like migratic arthritis, syndromes chorea and rests are common in rheumatic fever after post-streptococcal infection. Post-streptococcal reactive arthritis can be occur in non-suppurative complication. Post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis is also common. Scarlet fever and pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorder associated with streptococcal infection, also called PANDA, is common in children between 3 to 15 years of the age. So PANDA is recent development. Is PANDA, what is PANDA? PANDA is pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorder associated with the streptococcal infection. If children affected with this streptococcal sore throat, after some time, after 3 to 5 weeks, patient may have obsessive compulsive disorder like hand washing, repeated behavior. So it is called PANDAS. Now elevated or rising anti-streptococcal antibody titers provide release confirmation of recent group A streptococcal infection and are value in the identifying or preceding NGS infection in a patient suspecting having rheumatic fever or glomerulonephritis. Now talk about non-GABHS pharyngitis, other bacterial infection other than group A beta hemolytic streptococci. Now group C and G streptococci responsible for foodborne and waterborne outbreaks of the pharyngitis. Pharyngeal infection with group C and G streptococci can cause acute glomerulonephritis but never cause rheumatic fever. MCQ. Penicillin or clindamycin both are effective against groups G and C streptococci. Sexually transmitted bacterial infections such as Neisseria gonorrhoeae or Treponema pallidum can lead to tonsillopharyngitis. Anaerobic bacteria such as Fusobacterium necrophorum or Streptococcus malaria can be co-pathogen in GABHS patients. Diphtheria. Now diphtheria is not having that much incident because of diphtheria vaccines, DPT vaccines. But even though it's present in developing countries right now, caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae, non-motile gram-negative pleomorphic bacilli. Non-motile gram-negative pleomorphic bacilli. Characterized by fibrous gray pseudomembrane on the tonsils, sore throat, fever, marked cervical lymphadenopathy, also called bull neck appearance. May lead to airway obstruction or delayed exotoxin induced myocarditis or neuritis. It's common in children below 15 years of the age. Culture of sore throat is in Loeffler medium shows Chinese letter character appearance. PCR, ELEC test or rapid immunochromatographic strip ICS method for detection of diphtheria toxin is recently developed. Penicillin or erythromycin is effective for diphtheria. Rapid administration of antitoxin should be given if diphtheria is suspected, or you should manage airway if needed. Now, chronic pharyngitis in short. Chronic pharyngitis if pharyngitis more than 4 weeks. Non-specific causes like heavy smoking, passive smoking, alcohol, industrial or occupational irritants, chronic sinusitis with postnasal drip, acid reflux, gastroesophageal reflux disease, psychological stress or indoor secondary heating sources like which emit the nitric oxide or sulfuric acid. The treatment is normal gargles or antiseptic analgesic spray can be used. Now specific causes of pharyngitis like syphilis caused by Treponema pallidum, tuberculosis, toxoplasmosis, it's caused by parasite Toxoplasma gondii, leprosy, scleroma. Scleroma is caused by Klebsiella rhinoscleromatosis, which mainly affect the nose, leading to granuloma formation in the pharynx also after nose infection. Candidiasis is long topic, can be caused pharyngitis in immunocompromised patient, and AIDS or HIV. Initial presentation of AIDS or HIV is pharyngitis. Now syphilis progresses through primary, secondary and tertiary stages, with secondary stage being most likely to cause pharyngitis. So this is all about pharyngitis. So this is very important topic to the doctors for clinical practice. So both my lecture part 1 and part 2 of pharyngitis should be watched and they may be helpful to you. Thank you so much.